Are you considering taking Advanced Placement United States History, also known as APUSH? Here are some slides that will help you make that decision. What are some skills or prerequisites that you should have if you're considering APUSH? Well, for one, you should be able to read a college-level textbook. After all, this is a college-level class. Generally speaking, you should be getting A's in previous history courses, and especially English and history. A general interest in history, a good work ethic, a positive can-do attitude, and a growth mindset are all very important in APUSH. We'll be working on skills that you may have never really seen before, never done before, so it's important to come to class ready to work and with a good attitude. What else can you expect in APUSH? Well, a more independent style of learning. There's a ton of content in APUSH. It's impossible to cover everything that we do in class. With that being said, there's going to be some expectations that you do some of it at home, especially with content readings. Class time is primarily used to work on the skills of the course and not the content, so please come to APUSH with a more independent style learning. A fast-paced learning environment with so much content to cover, APUSH moves very quickly. Even just missing a few days of class can be very overwhelming to students. Homework almost every night. Students are typically assigned reading every single night and sometimes more, such as an essay or a handout to stay on track with the curriculum. If you have a busy after-school schedule, APUSH may not be for you. Lots of reading and writing. A large part of the AP exam is essay writing that depends on your ability to read the primary source attached to the question. We practice the skill a lot in class. Over the course of the year, students will learn 3 basic types of essay writing: the short answer question, long essay question, and document-based question. College level skills, research writing, and analysis are all skills we practice in APUSH. These skills don't only translate to future history courses, they also translate to skills used in other subject areas and in the real world. College credit, this is probably the biggest incentive for most students looking to take APUSH. One of the best rewards for students who work hard in APUSH is passing the AP exam and being able to exempt a history level course in college. This goal is very obtainable if you're willing to put in the work. Many colleges allow freshmen who have credit hours already to schedule earlier than the other freshmen, meaning you might not get stuck with all those 8 a.m.s as a freshman. APUSH, we talked about a lot of things that, you can look forward to in APUSH or that you can expect in APUSH, but what are some things that, APUSH might not be for you? If you're not prepared to work, there are students who exist who manage to skate by in several classes doing the minimal. A rare few even get by with A's. Though I commend you and admire you if you're this type of person, I will also want to warn you that this is not going to help you in this class. I think it is impossible to survive this class as a slacker. There will be pages and pages of notes you have to take, questions answered, and facts to remember. So if you're someone who procrastinates a lot, APUSH may not be for you. Your schedule is already jam-packed. This is the reality of many high school students. You have jobs, you take 3 other AP classes, you play a lot of sports. APUSH might not be for you if your schedule is jam-packed. Again, ask yourself, are you ready for that? Can you handle that? If you say, yes, I can handle it, and I am ready and excited to take APUSH, consider adding a study hall to your schedule. You hate reading or writing, APUSH may not be for you if you are not good at these skills or they are skills that you do not enjoy. We'll be reading a ton and we'll be writing a lot. You can't just skim the textbook and come to class prepared and expect to do well. If you typically do not do well in your writing English class, APUSH may also not be for you. You don't have to be a genius in English class, but you do have to have some basic grasp on grammar and completing sufficient essays. You hate history. This is one that always baffles me. Please don't sign up for APUSH if you just hate history. With that being said, if you're just someone who maybe, history isn't your favorite, that's okay. But we do obviously a lot of history in here. So if it doesn't interest you, don't just take this class because it might look good on a college application or that your parents, want you to take it. A majority of your time will be spent staring into a history textbook and writing options about historical events. Don't put yourself through the torture if you're not at all interested. You miss a lot of school. Things happen. We get it. Life happens. You get sick. Family issues come up. Generally speaking, that's not a problem. But if you are someone who misses a lot of class time or a lot of school, APUSH might not be for you. Even missing 1 day can be very overwhelming to students due to the amount of work we put in a jam-packed class period. If you are still interested in APUSH, encourage your guardian to try and not schedule appointments during class or to schedule lengthy vacations during the school year. And finally, APUSH is a lot of work. It is a college level class. Some maturity is expected with the content that we discuss in class, and also, some ability to work in a more independent style learning environment.